The next tool I'm going to show is the tool called Drive Polygons, which could be a drive time or a drive distance about selected points. In this case, there's a range of 10 kilometers in intervals of 10. I'm just going to change the selection criteria to time, and let's say 20 minutes with intervals of 10, which means that there will be 2-minute intervals around a particular point. We could paste in coordinates here or simply click on Analyze on Map, click, and I'm just going to do this around my depots so that I can very quickly and easily see what points are around each depot, what areas are covered. Now I'll click on Depot 2. And now I'll click on Depot 3. Then just remember to click off Analyze on Map, click. Otherwise, it'll keep on creating these as you click on something else. So what I can do now, there's now this drive time polygon around every point. Let me just show floating and just zoom fit these so we can see them a bit clearer. There you go. And I can do a classification of my outlet points into these areas. So that would basically say how far a particular outlet is from a depot by classification. There are other ways to do this particular thing as well, but this is a very beautiful visual way to do this. Just to show you can also turn off particular polygons if you're not interested in those distances or times. Alright, so to do a classify in this case, I will go to my spreadsheet, to my outlets. And in here, I will do a classification column. And I can use classify. The worksheet is data. I'm going to use the layer drive time analysis. Sheet column is F, that's one I selected. And let's just choose level from. It's processed 822 rows. And here you go. Obviously not all my points were in that category, but 307 were, and the others were outside. Actually 306 were. So there you go. Out of the points that we have here that's been inside these areas, we can now in the spreadsheet allocate what drive time polygon they fall into away from a depot. Of course, you can do this by a single depot as well. Just so you know, to save this particular drive time for later usage, you can do one of two things. The one is you can actually make it internal, which means that it will make it part of your spreadsheet so that next time you open this workbook, it'll actually remember this drive time polygon. The other thing you could do is actually to go and save layer data to file, and you can save this either as a shapefile, or I prefer the SVU format, which is our own spatial view format. It's a very compact format and very nice to use format, and it doesn't have a limitation on the headings of 8 characters like shapefiles do. And you could save this and then reload it by dragging it in. So let's say we want to save it now. We just say save. And if I turn this off, I can now redrag this in from outside. Or use my open button and I can just load. There you go. You just have to redo your colors when you do that because it didn't save it automatically. And you can use your level from and say choose unique colors. Or you could do themed colors. That looks like a nice theme. And there you go. Now your drive time polygons are actually saved as a spatial view file for later use.